Assalamualaikum. So today we would like to present about the company that we chose, which is the Sapura Energy. For the subject risk management, which is the course code is MGT4353. We are from section 10. So before we want to start our presentation, we would like to introduce ourselves, which is my name is Muhammad Ishraf bin Ismail. And
My name is Muhammad Shah Hazril bin Zulkifli.
My name is Muhammad Shafwan bin Muhammad Azhar.
My name is Muhammad Hanafi bin Muhammad Zam.
so we will move to the first part, which is the introduction, which is the company description. So for the company description, for the company description, Sapura Energies, which is known as Ventris Energy Berhad, which is Sapura Energy, is one of Malaysia's largest integrated oil and gas service provider and operating in more than 10 countries. Then the company was formed in 2012 through the operating and through the merge of Sapura Crest Petroleum and Kencana Petroleum, combining strong capabilities in offshore construction, drilling, and marine service. Its headquarters is located in Seri Kembangan, Selangor, and the company main business areas include engineering and construction, drilling and operation and maintenance. Through these segments, Sapura handle full EPCIC, which is work for offshore structures, own a large fleet of tender assist drilling rigs, and supports major clients such as Petronas, Shell, Chevrons, and Total Energies. And this service allows Sapura Energy to support the entire upstream value chain of the oil and gas industry. In recent years, Sapura has also started shifting towards sustainability, including decommissioning oil platforms and exploring offshore renewable energy. However, the company faced financial challenge due to oil price crashes and high debt, which lead to its PN17 status in 2022. Since then, it has undergone restructuring to stabilize its operation. Overall, Sapura Energy continues to focus on improving efficiency and strengthening its financial position and adapting to the future of the energy industry. So that's all for the introduction. And for the next part, which is 2.2, is the identify the types of product or services of the company. So Sapura Energy Berhad, which is an integrated oil and gas and service provider that delivers specialized engineering and industrial service rather than physical product. So the first of the types of products or services of the company, which is engineering and construction, which is the division offers full EPCIC solutions covering design, procurement, fabrication, offshore installation, and commissioning of platforms and pipelines. And second is drilling service division operates one of the world's largest fleets of tender assist rigs, providing safe and efficient drilling and operation for exploration and production activities. Third, which is the operation and maintenance. It is about the ensures the long-term asset reliability through hookup and commissioning, inspection, repair, maintenance, and brownfield upgrades. Sapura Energy is also involved in decommissioning and energy transition solutions, which is it handling the safe removable and recycling of aging offshore assets while expanding into offshore renewables such as wind and subsea cable installation. Previously, the company participated in exploration and production through Sapura OMV but divested its stakes in 2024 to strengthen its financial position and focus on service-based operation. Overall, these diverse service offerings position Sapura Energy as a one-stop solutions provider for the oil and gas industry, enabling it to manage risks and maintain stable revenue and align with global sustainability trends as the energy sector continues to evolve. So, that's all for me, and I will pass to the next presenter. Thank you.
Thank you, Ishraf. My part is 3.0, surviving shocks and disruption, the case of Sapura Energy. So, Sapura Energy Berhad SCB is a major Malaysian oil and gas service provider that has faced multiple shocks over the past decade. Internal issues such as high debt and operational inefficiencies combined with external pressures like oil price volatility and currency depreciation push the company into severe financial and strategic difficulty. So the first one is the major shocks and disruption faced by Sapura Energy. So the first one is the financial shock. Heavy debt and liquidity crisis. The company aggressive expansion create a massive debt burden. When oil price fell, revenues drop, leading to cash flow shortage. High interest costs and eventual PN17 classification. This weaken investor confidence and strain supplier relationship. Current shock foreign exchange exposure. Most of Sapura borrowings were in USD, while revenues were largely in Ringgit Malaysia. The weakening of the Ringgit causes major foreign exchange losses and unstable financial performance due to limited hedging strategies. And then is operational shock, project delays and cost overruns, high risk at EPCIC project face delay, labor shortage, supply chain disruption, and rising material costs. Weak project monitoring system causes cost overruns and large losses, especially in the engineering and construction and drilling divisions. And then is market shocks. Underperforming E&P segment. Oil price instability and poor exploration result made the E&P segment unprofitable. Sapura sold its 50% stake in Sapura OMV to improve cash flow, signaling a strategic withdrawal from upstream operations. And then we go to the regulatory and reputational shock. PN17 status and governance issues being placed under PN17 increase regulatory scrutiny and reduce stakeholder trust. Allegation of mismanagement further hurt Sapura's reputation, affecting its ability to secure new contracts. And then we go to the next slide. Please, Mr. Shah. And then we go to the next slide for the corporate response and recovery strategies. Despite major disruption, Sapura Energy implemented several financial and operational strategies to stabilize the company and support long-term recovery. So the first one is the financial restructuring under the reset plan. Sapura launched a large-scale reset plan to ease its debt burden. This includes court-approved schemes of arrangement, renegotiate repayment terms, debt-to-equity conversion, and extend loan maturities. The company also received government-backed support (RCLS) to settle vendor payments. This action improved cash flow, reduced insolvency risk, and strengthened financial stability. And then uh, asset divestment and portfolio rationalization. Sapura sold its 50% stake in Sapura OMV to Total Energies, generating significant cash to reduce debt. By exiting the high-risk upstream segment, the company shift focus to its core drilling, E&C, and O&M divisions, improving sustainability and reducing financial exposure. And then next, shift to lower risk contracting models. To avoid loss from fixed price contracts, Sapura transitioned to day rate and reimbursable models that share risk with clients. The company also adopted selective bidding to ensure healthier margins and better project outcomes. And then for the fourth one is for the operational efficiency and digital transformation. Sapura enhanced cost control, asset utilization, and project management to improve performance. It also adopted digital solutions such as predictive maintenance and automated project tracking. These improvements contribute to a return to profitability in FY 2025 with 4.7 billion in revenue and 190 million in profit. For the third one is remaining risk and future resilience strategies. Although Sapura recovery showed progress, key risks still remain. To ensure long-term resilience, the company must strengthen financial discipline, improve project risk management, and enhance strategic agility. So for the first one is strengthening financial sustainability. Sapura needs to continue its restructuring, reduce exposure to foreign currency debt, and adopt hedging tools to manage forex risk. Improving free cash flow and enforcing strict capital spending will help build a stronger financial buffer. And then enhancing project risk management. So the company should conduct thorough risk management before taking new contract and include escalation clauses to handle inflation or rising material costs, strengthening supplier networks and diversifying for procurement can reduce supply chain disruption. And then diversification and energy transition readiness. To stay competitive, Sapura must diversify towards energy transition related services such as renewable support, carbon management, and decommissioning. This will reduce reliance on the volatile oil and gas sector and improve ESG performance. And then governance and stakeholder engagement. Strong governance, transparency, and ethical leadership are crucial to rebuild trust. Ongoing engagement with investors, creditors, regulators, and government partners will support long-term stability and access to future assistance. And lastly, outlook and conclusion. Sapura Energy has managed to stabilize itself after facing multiple financial and operational shocks through debt restructuring, asset sales, cost control, and improved operations. The company returned to profitability in FY 2025. However, its PN17 status ongoing concern warnings show that its recovery is still fragile. To achieve long-term sustainability, Sapura must maintain strict financial discipline, strengthen project governance, and diversify into new energy transition opportunities. Its future success will depend on balancing risk with operational excellence while keeping strong stakeholder trust. And then we move to the next slide. So, 4.0 current issue affecting business resilience in Sapura Energy. So the first one is the liquidity and going concern uncertainty. Sapura Energy is facing a severe liquidity crisis with current liabilities far exceeding current assets. Auditors have issued a going concern warning and the company must complete its regularization plan by March 2026. Failure to do put Sapura at risk, insolvency or delisting. Second one is foreign exchange volatility. The company is highly exposed to USD denominated debt while earning mainly in MYR. When the ringgit weakens, Sapura suffers large unrealized forex loss. The lack of strong hedging policy further increased this financial risk. So for the third one is project delay and cost overruns. Sapura continues to face project execution issues, including delays, rising costs, and operational inefficiencies. Major projects like the Angola ENC contract have contributed to loss and limited access to bank guarantees restrict the company's ability to secure new tenders. Next, dependence on government support. The company relies heavily on external assistance such as the 1.1 billion funding from MDH. While this provides short-term relief, it indicates financial fragility and creates risk if Sapura fails to meet the required conditions. 5. Profitability and margin pressure. Despite a modest recovery in FY 2025, Sapura profitability remains weak due to high financing costs, inflation, and forex loss. Revenue in the ENC segment remain volatile, especially when client project approval are delayed. Number 6 is asset impairment risk. Sapura hold large asset values in PPE and goodwill. Any underperforming project or cancellation may trigger impairment charge, which will further reduce equity and weaken investor confidence. Next is PN17 status and regulatory pressure. Next is PN17 status and regulatory pressure. Being classified under PN17 means the company is is in financial distress and must meet strict regulatory deadlines. Failure to comply could lead to trading suspension or delisting, damaging its reputation and limiting access to capital markets. And the last one is macroeconomic and industry headwinds. External factors such as unstable oil price, inflation, geopolitical tension, and seasonal monsoon disruption continue to affect Sapura operation, project pipeline, and revenue stability. So that's all for my part. I will pass to the next presenter. Thank you.
Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today I will present about the business creative planning for Sapura Energy. Sapura Energy has experienced years of financial instability, including high debt and liquidity issues. However, the company returned for profitability in final year 2024, earning 4.7 billion in revenue and 190 million in profit. Because of this positive turnaround, it is crucial for the company to strengthen its resilience through a solid business continuity plan or BCP. BCP is structured framework that helps organization prepare for disruption and continue essential operation. For a high-risk company like Sapura Energy, which operate in drilling and engineering and offshore maintenance, this model is vital. The first phase is risk assessment and business impact analysis. Sapura identifies key risks such as cash flow shortage, currency fluctuation, regularity challenges, and project delay. By identifying critical function and setting recovery time target, the company can reduce the impact of disruption. The second phase is strategy development. Once risks are identified, Sapura develop financial and operation strategies. These include liquidity buffers, strict cash flow monitoring, foreign exchange hedging, supplier diversification, and cross-training employees. A proper crisis communication plan is also essential to maintain stakeholders' confidence. The third phase is implementation and redline. This involves forming a business continuity steering committee and ensuring each department has its own continuity plan. Regular training and simulation exercises help employees respond quickly and confidently during a crisis. The fourth is response and recovery. During an actual disruption, the company activities its crisis plan, prioritizing safety and continuity. Financial teams may activate hedging strategies, while operation adjusts project timeline. The recovery stage focus on restoring normal operation. The, for the final phase is review and continuous improvement. This includes testing the plan, conducting post-incident review, and updating strategy as the business environment change. For the summary, for despite this five-phase BCP model helps Sapura Energy remain resilient, recover quickly from disruption, and sustain long-term stability in a volatile industry. For the summary, this five-phase BCP model helps Sapura Energy remains resilient, recover quickly from disruption, and sustain long-term stability in a volatile industry. Next slide. For the next, I will talk about the successful business continuity effort of Sapura Energy. Sapura Energy is one of Malaysia's largest oil and gas service providers, but over the past decade, the company faced major financial challenges. These include the global oil price crash, for the COVID-19 disruption, and internal liquidity issues. In 2022, the company even fell under PN70, indicating a high risk of insolvency. In response, Sapura introduced a comprehensive reset plan and restructuring strategy to stabilize operation and rebuild stakeholder confidence. The success of this effort can be clearly seen in Sapura financial recovery. After 6 years of losses, the company recorded 190 million in profit for financial year 2025 compared to uh, 590 million loss the year before. Revenue also increased to 4.7 billion, and the group achieved stronger EBITDA and improved project margin. This turnaround was driven by disciplined cost control, contract renegotiation, and better cash flow management. Operationally, Sapura made significant progress as well. The engineering, construction, and operation and maintenance segment both improved sharply, with the O&M division recording a six-fold jump in EBITDA. EBITDA. The drilling business also secured long-term contract with 3.2 billion from major clients such as PTTEP and ExxonMobil. These wins helped build a strong order book of 8.5 billion ringgit, providing long-term revenue stability. A major success factor was the company debt restructuring. Sapura completed a scheme of arrangement with lender, extend repayment terms, and convert part of its debt into equity. The 2.6 billion ringgit proceed from the Sapura OMV the divestment were used to settle borrowings and strengthen working capital. This move is financial pressure and restore trust among vendor and creditors. Another important achievement in Sapura progress toward exiting PN70 status, the company finalized its regularization plan in 2025, which improves compliance with Bursa Malaysia requirement and enhance investor confidence. This milestone reflects stronger governance and long-term resilience. Overall, Sapura Energy Recovery provides key lessons for business continuity, strong leadership, disciplined financial restructuring, operational excellence, risk diversification, and transparent communication with stakeholders. This factor helped the company not only survive a period of serve crisis but also return to stability and competitiveness. That's all from me. I will pass to the next presenter.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Hanafi. I will present for recommendation part. For this slide, we propose 6 key recommendation to strengthen Sapura Energy overall risk management. First, the company should improve financial and equity risk control to ensure stable cash flow and reduce debt pressure. And then for the second, Sapura needs stronger foreign exchange and modicity risk headache due its global operation. So for the third, better project and contract risk management is important to avoid delay and cost overrun. And then for number 4 is reinforcing supply chains resilience will help the reduce disruption for vendors. And next is enhance governance, compliance, and risk culture can rebuild the trust and improve accountability. For the lastly is strength crisis response and scenario planning will be help the company react faster to expectation market or operational shocks. So for the conclusions, Safura Energy experience show how a company can turn a several way in a financial and operation challenge into a pathway for recovery through stronger leadership, clear communication, and uh, strategic restraining and despite heavy debt and equality issue. And violate oil price, the company restore stability and stakeholder confidence by community it resets plan and strengthening internal control is journey highlight the importance of the adapt in a fast changing energy industry where digitalization, strong risk management, and improvement toward sustainable and lower carbon alternative are essential. Overall, Safura Energy demonstrate that true resilience comes from continuous improvement, good governance, and a long-term commitment to sustainability and business community. So that's all from we thank you everyone.